Hello guys, how's it going? And welcome back to Tekkit with myself, Lewis. I hope you're all good. And you're probably automatically thinking, what the hell is going on with your texture pack? Well, today we're going to be going old school, and there is a good reason for this. Basically, Tekkit Lite's had a big update, and since that's happened, Sphax has gone a bit kind of skew-if. The frames per second has gone a bit mental, and for some reason the GUIs on these side things are all white. Some of the redstone thing, the red power items like these guys here, and some of the green sapphires and whatnot are just shown as white blobs, and I just can't seem to find an update for it just yet. So in the meantime, we're going to stick with this. We're going to class this as the retro Tekkit session, and you know, it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. I'm looking forward to it, and it just brings me back to my old Minecraft days where everything just looks so pixelated. Alright guys, so today we're going to carry on with our thermal expansion bits and bobs. We're pretty much going to finish it off. We're going to go through some of the last machines that are available, and we're going to look at how we can store power, and that's the reason we started storing up our liquid redstone just here. We've got quite a bit. 2,125 is more than enough to make almost 2 and a bit of what we want to get. Pretty cool. So the first thing we're going to look at is the redstone energy cell. Now this guy is going to be used to store all of our Michael Jacksons. It's also a portable source of energy. It can hold up to 600,000 MJs, and you know, that's just wicked. It's wicked. It can power any of our buildcraft machines and whatnot, so yeah, pretty cool things. So let's have a gander at how to make one of these guys. So we're going to look at the energy cells. We want a nice redstone energy cell, just here, this guy. And for this we need an energy cell frame. Now to make an energy cell frame, we need hardened glass, we need diamonds, and we need electrum ingots. Now to make electrum ingots, you need to go ahead and make a few bits and bobs. You need yourself some pulverized gold and silver. You can see here I've also made a project table, and I made a nice little piston plan, you know, because I always end up using pistons and I can never remember which way around the iron and redstone goes, so it just makes it easier for me. So with these guys, literally just throw them in here and you're going to get electrum blend. We're going to make a whole bunch of electrum blend, so that way we can just make tons of this stuff. Now once you've got your electrum blend, you want to go ahead and smelt it in a furnace. So we're just going to use this guy here and hopefully make a ton of this stuff. And we also want to go ahead and make some hardened gold, hardened glass even. So to do that, let's have a look at hardened glass. Where are you? There you are. Now to do this we use a induction smelter, and we have to put pulverized or obsidian with some lead ingots. So let's go ahead and do that. So I'm pretty sure I have some lead somewhere. Yeah, here we go. And we need some pulverized obsidian. Cool. So I kind of pre-prepped this episode before we did it, which was quite nice. And I might do that a few more times. You know, just makes it easier, doesn't it? So induction smelter. So this guy like this, with some pulverized obsidian. He's going to get doing all his smelting, and we're going to get ourselves some hardened glass. Here we go. 2 per blob as well, pretty nice. You can see all our electrum is coming out the bottom here. It's going to fly off to our chest just up here, and it's going to be good. So what else do we need to be able to create this? Probably not much. Let's have a gander. So energy cell. I just love the sound of energy cell. It just sounds really cool, doesn't it? And we need electrum and diamond. That is it. So if I got a diamond, this is the point where I realised that I actually haven't got any diamonds. Oh no, we got diamonds. We're doing pretty good actually. So let's have a look. Any electrum in here yet? Nope, no electrum, but I'm pretty sure we have a ton of hardened glass, and we're just going to keep these going away. Actually, we might 16. 16. A couple more maybe. A couple more. Here comes our electrum flying out the bottom. Pretty cool. Loving it. Alright guys, I'm going to let all this smelt up and I'll be right back. Alright, so we seem to have a fair amount of hardened glass and electrum now. We've still got tons going through our pipes as well. So we're going to go ahead and make one of these guys. So we need a diamond in the middle, we need some electrum blend around the sides, and I'm probably going to get this the wrong way around, as I always do. And yep, here we go. Let's change these around, and we'll be able to make one of these guys. There we go. One energy cell frame. Now this guy's currently empty, so what we need to go ahead and do is we need to go throw him inside our liquid transposer, and he's going to be liquefied and mixed with all our redstone to make an energy cell frame. So let's put this guy in here. You can see it's automatically sucked it up. It's going to now use a ton of power and make our redstone and basically do all this good stuff and make an energy cell just in here. Now while it's doing that, I'm going to show you the pipes that can be used for this as well. You need to make yourself some energy conduits, and to do this you just put some electrum like this with a little bit of hardened glass around it, and probably the other way around actually. Yeah, there we go. It gives us some of these guys. So I want to make a few of these because we'll need them for all our wiring. So let's grab more of these. There we go. That's 8. And can we make any more? Yeah, of course we can. 12. Cool. We still got quite a few electrum ingots in here. Very nice. And more coming through the line. So let's have a gander and see how this guy's doing. Is he done? Pow! 1 energy cell frame. Nice. There we go. Alright, looks like we haven't completely finished our energy cell frame just yet. We need some lead and we need the rest of our electrum to do this. So let's go in here and have a look at the redstone energy cell, and you'll be able to see here that you actually need to craft this once you've made this guy to actually allow it to accept any energy. So we need a redstone conductance coil, which is made with redstone and electrum in the middle. So let's go ahead and make one of these guys just like this. There we go, very nice. And then we pretty much can craft this guy. Is there anything else we need? Nah, not really. We're looking pretty good. So we need to put this guy just here, put these like this. It looks like this isn't a set crafting table for how it actually goes as well. Quite nice. There we go. No. That's weird. Normally that tells you how to do all of it. Don't know why it's doing that. So we need lead down the bottom and electrum around the sides like that. Fair enough. Quite easy. There we go. Let's do this. And some electrum. Cool, giving us 1 redstone energy cell. So you can see at the minute it currently has 0 millijoules, Minecraft joules of charge. It can send and receive 50 out of 100, and its signal's enabled as low because it can obviously be disabled via a redstone signal. If we pop it down, there we go, now it's actually going down. We can change the max input and output by clicking here. If you left click, it changes it by 5. If you right click, then it just does it by 1. There you go. And we'll just keep it as it is for the time being. Now you can see at the minute that I actually can't really pick it up. You do need a certain item to pick these guys up, which is called a Crescent Hammer. So let's go ahead and craft one of these guys, which looks just like this, which is just iron with a bit of silver in the middle. So I'm sure we can go ahead and do that. Probably some in here actually. Iron, tin, gold, a little bit of silver needed first. Let's go ahead and get some silver. There we go. So a little bit of silver in the middle. I'll leave this guy in here actually. And our iron like this. Cool, giving us 1 Crescent Hammer. Another tinkering tool. Gotta love it. Now to do this you have to shift click and right click at the same time. So shift and right click and it allows you to pick this guy up. If you do try and break it, you can break it eventually with using a pickaxe or some other item, but it will lose all the charge inside the energy cell frame, which is kind of a little bit it kind of is against the reason of why you've actually gone and made it, because you want to create it so you can carry all of this around with you. If you go breaking it in a different manner and lose all your energy, well, that's just silly. So what we're going to do with this guy is eventually we're going to plonk it down here, but before we do this I want to go ahead and make some energy conduits, which are going to be used to transfer all our energy, and we do this by putting these guys in here, and it's going to make these guys into redstone energy conduits. Pretty cool. And I might go ahead and make a couple more with the rest of the electrum that we've got, so that way we've got a ton of the stuff, and we just grab all this out of here so we don't go making another one. There we go, take you, and some hardened glass. I think I'll put the rest of these in here as well and just take out the regular glass. Yeah, there we go, make another 12. I can hear Mr. Spider down there somewhere, or a skeleton, doing his thing. Okay, right, so we have 12, let's take a few more. We're probably going to run out of redstone, but it'll be fine. And we're going to go ahead and connect all of this up, and we're going to connect it underneath here. So I'm just going to go and break these blocks. So let's get rid of these. There we go. And eventually we'll fill this guy in. I seem to be doing a very bad job at filling this man in right here. Now we're going to break all these wires and fit them with the energy conduits. Now any energy conduits, if I'm right, don't need these guys. Nope, there we go, pretty cool. So let's get rid of these as well. Cool. We'll do it just like that. And I wonder if I actually need these bottom ones. I might not even need these bottom ones. Nope, doesn't look like it. Good times. We'll take all these as well. So let's go connect this up with all the rest of our machines that we've got. very nice, leaving us 1, but we'll take the rest of these because we'll use them in a minute. And we're actually out of redstone as well, so I'll take the rest of these. Cool beans. So you can see on these guys they have this little kind of arrow here. You can see that the arrow at the minute is pointing upwards, which means the energy is going back into it. That's not what we want. So let's get the Crescent Hammer, give it a little slap, and now the energy is going to be coming out of these guys and going into all of the bits and bobs we've got here. If you can kind of see here, these ones here are pointing up, which means it's going into the machine. So if we check some of our items, oh, wrong way around, there we go, we should see that the energy is going into them. I think they're all fully charged at the minute though. Yeah, they are. So there's no way we can do this. I'm going to charge my redstone energy cell. I'm going to do that by just popping this guy here. The energy is currently going out of it, which I do not want. I want energy going into this guy, so we're just going to slap that one around. And it doesn't look like we can change it. I might have to reposition our redstone energy cell. Nope, it seems to be going in from the bottom. Pretty cool. So this guy's going to fill up with all of our Michael Jacksons. Like I say, it can hold 600,000 MJ, which is really cool. And when we're done with it, we give it a little tap like that. And you can see if I go over it, it still has its, how much it's got at the minute? It's got 5,070 MJs in it. Pretty nice. So I'm just going to leave this to charge up. Cool. And probably put down the rest of my chiseled stone bricks, as they like to be called, as well. Ah, almost out. I've probably got some spares. Have we got spares? Yeah, we got spares. There we go. Looking good. Cool. Alright guys, so that is that. We've made those guys. We're finally moving up in the world. So the last couple of things I want to show you before we kind of call it a day today is we're going to go and make pretty much the rest of the thermal expansion items. Now I don't really need them, but I thought I would just kind of show them off to you so that way we've got a full lineup, you know, it's all there, set up and good to go. So the last thing that we're going to do is we're going to make a Glacial Precipitator and an Igneous Extruder. The Glacial Precipitator is going to be the first one that we're going to make. So if we go in here, you're going to see that I did a little bit of mining of the snowballs. We're going to craft this into a few snow blocks by just doing this. There we go, very nice. We'll take one of you and we'll take another because we need 2 to make this. There we go. And let's have a gander at the recipe. So we want the Precipitator. Or Glacial even, because I'm probably spelling that wrong. Yeah, there we go, Glacial Precipitator. So this guy needs a piston, which is why I made my plan, machine frame, redstone reception coil, and some copper. So let's go ahead and make a redstone reception coil first. Here we go, very nice. We'll take one of you and get rid of these. We need a piston right here, which is saying we've got all the bits for it, so we'll take that. If you don't know how to make plans, they're very simple. All you literally do is you get some indigo dye and some paper, put them together, you get a piston plan, or you don't get a piston plan, you get a blank plan, pop it in here, put your crafting recipe in here, and as long as it is a valid crafting recipe, you can then take it out of here and it'll be called whatever the crafting recipe was. It'll also show the amount of items available. If I put that in here and for instance I haven't got the wood in there, you're going to see it's going to go red, which means that I don't have the required items to create it. So we put this back in here, it'll go nice and transparent. There we go. Alrighty, so what else do we need? We've got those guys, we've got the snow, we need a machine frame. So let's go ahead and make one machine frame. And I should have all the bits and bobs for this. So a bit of gold, we need the glass, which I think goes like that. I always get this one wrong. And iron. Yeah, I'm on a roll. Cool. So let's go ahead and make one of these guys. For some reason it seems to be thrown a little bit skew-iff in here. I don't really know why it's doing that. So it's copper reception coil. Have we got copper? Yeah, we have. So copper here, the reception coil, one machine frame, snowballs, and a piston. Pow, gives us a Glacial Precipitator. Pretty cool. Now we're just going to throw this guy down here. I think that looks like a good place. And we'll throw down a redstone energy cell, a conduit even, like that. And that guy there. That'll probably work. What we're going to do is we're going to turn these sides off because the config means that we don't really need that, to be honest. You can see that it's filled up with 2,400 MJs as an internal capacitor. Now what the Glacial Precipitator does is it allows, by feeding it buckets of water, you can create snow, snowballs and ice, which is, you know, pretty cool. Both the snowballs and the snowballs obviously get 4 each time, and the snow itself, these do use 500 MB of water, which is basically half a bucket and 40 MJ to create these. The ice uses a full bucket, 1000 MB and 80 MJ to create that. So let's go see if we've got any water buckets available. If I haven't, I want to run down and grab one. Nope, I got some buckets. So let's go grab a little bit of water, and I'll show you how you make this guy. You see my little gate here I made? No uninvited creepers. There we go. A little bit of water. Quite nice. And I'll take 2. Let's grab another one of these guys. Whoop, whoop. There we go. Pretty cool. To fill this guy up, literally give it a tap. Pow, like that. And that will fill it up with water. Pow, there we go. And we go inside, you can see that we have this in here. It's automatically crafting snowballs, so you might want to go ahead and use the redstone signal part of it so that it won't actually craft anything. Obviously, if you put it on a high dependency of redstone, then it will only work when a redstone current is available to it, so a switch or a redstone signal. Yeah, pretty good. Gives us some more snowballs. Nice. Guess we can have a snowball fight. So the next thing we're going to make is a Igneous Extruder. Now, this guy is pretty damn cool. It's the same type of thing as a Glacial Precipitator, except it allows us to make cobble, smooth stone, and obsidian by mixing together lava and water, as you'd think it would sound. So to do this, let's have a look at the Igneous Extruder. Here we go. So we need glass, tin, we need a pneumatic servo. To make one of these guys, we need iron, redstone, and glass. So let's go ahead and make one of these. So redstone like this, iron like this, and a little bit of glass, giving us a pneumatic servo. Pretty cool. What else do we need? So now we need the regular glass, we need a machine frame and some tin, and we need another piston. Pow, gotta love the plans. There we go. We need another machine frame, which I am going to remember this time. I will get it right. Come on. Is that right? Probably not. It never sticks for some reason. Nope. My luck ran out. Okay, right, let's put these guys like this. There we go, 1 machine frame. Now the end product is made like this, so pneumatic servo, tin, and such. So pneumatic servo here, we'll grab some tin, and I'm sure I have some tin around here. Yeah, of course I do. Machine frame like this, then we're going to put some glass on the sides, and our piston like this, giving us an Igneous Extruder. So, where am I going to place this? I might have to break my glass to do this. I don't really want to break my glass. Looks like I'm going to have to break my glass. I can reposition all this, it's fine. And, it just looks ugly, but it's alright, it's fine. We'll sort it out. So, put this guy here, and we'll put our Igneous Extruder on top. Pow, like that. We're going to turn off the outputs on the sides, because we don't need them. There we go. And you can see here that it gives us the same kind of interface on the other item, except we can make cobblestone, stone, and obsidian. Now with this you need to feed in water and you need to feed in lava to do this. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to change the redstone signal round. So it needs a high redstone signal for it to work. Now this guy is not going to respond at all. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go grab some lava and some water, and I'll be right back to show this guy off. Alrighty, so I filled him up with a bit of water and some lava. You can see here on the sides, he's got 4000 MB of both, looking pretty cool. And I've fitted a little switch on the side. Like I said, I'm going to rejig this so it looks a little bit nicer at the minute. I don't want a big hole in my window. It's not cool. And if we apply a redstone signal to this, he's going to start producing cobblestone. Now the cool thing with cobblestone is as long as this guy has some lava, at least 1 bucket of lava and 1 bucket of water in there, cobblestone is free. The only thing that it's going to cost is a little bit of energy, and it's not even going to really do that, to be honest. It just needs the 1 bucket of such and such in there for it to actually work. Pretty nice. It does in fact take a few seconds to make some of these bits and bobs, and the smooth stone obviously takes longer, the obsidian takes longer. Obsidian takes around about 6 seconds to produce it. With the smooth stone you do need 2 MB of lava and 500 MB of water for that to work, and the obsidian needs around about 1000 MB of lava and 1000 MB of water, so a bucket of each for that to actually work. So go ahead and switch this guy on, and you can see here that he's starting to produce cobblestone. None of our lava or our water is being used up, so we have a completely free version, and it's just wicked, isn't it? Look at it make away. Gotta love it. Now if we change this guy here to stone, you're going to see that it will start using some of these items up to be produced. Here we go. And it is taking a little bit longer. So you can see this has now gone down a little bit. Our water is dropping really quickly, actually. There we go. 1000 MB each time. Insane. Pow. Just like that. And now we're finishing off with our obsidian, which is going to put us completely out of water. There we go, 1 block of obsidian. Pretty cool though, at least that way you can grab some of the items that sometimes are a little bit hard to find, like your obsidian, and it just makes life a little bit easier. If I need a little bit of cobble, I can quickly go and grab it. At the minute I haven't got a philosopher's stone or a minium stone, so I can't just go making it out of thin air, or using obviously the grass blocks and such to make cobblestone. You know, it's pretty cool. Alright guys, so that is pretty much it. That is pretty much the lineup for thermal expansion. There are a few other items, but we need a bit more we really need some ender stones, or some ender eyes. That's probably the next thing that we need, so we can go ahead and make a tesseract, which is pretty much really late game for thermal expansion, and you'll see what that's all about when I actually make one, because I plan on making one pretty soon. It's basically a way of transporting energy items and liquid around without the use of any type of cables or pipes or whatnot. It's like teleportation pipes, but it just looks really cool. Alright guys, I'll see you soon for another episode. Have a good one, and goodbye.